Okay, that's enough. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Going all right.
Pretty good.
Those are terrible answers.
I know.
Try again.
Yeah,
I'm going good. It's going good. I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm really excited for Vegas. Just wanted to tear that shit up when we're there.
it's great.
And then,
I'm back again. I'm back again for another LGL. And I am not going to Vegas, sadly.
That's because you suck.
Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
I love you, Runner.
You're lucky I'm not going to Vegas because I'd beat the shit.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. No, you're not scaring anybody, right?
Mm-mm.
I actually forget to get water, so I gotta run and get water real quick.
I'd push you to a cliff.
What have you guys been playing?
Final Fantasy 14.
Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
I also been playing Diablo 3 a little bit because Ords was playing that the other day, so I hopped on there and was playing. He, I guess, power leveled me to the level of 70 for the season or whatever. I don't know. I'm a noob to it, so.
I have not played games in a while. I was out on a vacation, and I did not have a PS4 with me, so yeah.
Oh, and then I picked this up too, Scarlet Nexus. So I plan on playing that at some point. Also picked up Skyward Sword recently. I think that's it as far as stuff that I've picked up and gotta play. But so, where'd you go on vacation?
Oh, I was at Minnesota. I was living right next to a lake, which was pretty nice. Okay. I went jet skiing for the first time. It was fucking dope as shit.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Very nice.
Way to go.
Yeah, I went fast as fuck, and it was awesome. That's the runner way.
While you were on the jet ski, going fast as fuck, were you saying, "I want to go fast. If you ain't first, you're last."
Come on, Ricky Bobby.
That's the thing to do when you're going fast, man. Whenever you're going fast, I'm going real fast.
Shake your bake.
And I went to this isn't video game related, but I picked up something that I think Kai and Angelus are gonna like. I picked this up at a junk sale while I was there. I'll be right back.
Oh God.
Keely Chow. Hey, Keely Chow, good to see you. I won't be there, but I will be watching some streams that will be live from Vegas.
This isn't the physical media show, but look what I picked up.
Oh, nice. I have that.
Oh yeah, awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What up?
There was like a whole shelf of like DVDs and like a few Blu-rays, and I saw this and I'm like, I'm fucking snagging that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a great movie.
Awesome movie. I was glad Kai made me watch it.
You still need to watch Lost Boys and the Crow.
I do need to see Lost Boys and the Crow.
At least the first movie.
Well, obviously the first movie.
Ugh.
Oh, that sucks. Accidental tourist. I can get to Vegas. Home country won't let me back in though. Border at Canadian side is closed to the USA.
That fucking sucks.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the fat cat in Final Fantasy 14. Basically, it's this cat and the cat people there. I forget what they're called exactly. But they're from like this. Yulmore is the place they're from, and it's like basically there's a lottery to get into this town. And it's like wealthy and stuff, and there's these sin eater things that are like terrorizing the people. So everybody kind of wants to get into this place because it's like a safe haven. And everybody lives in luxury, sort of like an hedonistic kind of place. and two of the people, one is a fat cat and the other one is a cat with these glasses on, and he knows some stuff about building golems. So you have to like encourage him to help you build this golem to bring this mountain down with the golem. And Apollo is hating on the cat people.
Somebody didn't silence their phone. That reminded me I need to silence mine.
That was me.
I have my phone silent most of the time.
Well, let's get into this week's news, and let's start with let's do a thing like this where we're here and we go like that. All right, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Good plan?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I guess I know what that means, guys.
Since
what's up,
everything's
Jack?
been, yeah.
You should already know what it means. But let's start with let's enter the show with an exit. Blizzard president J. Allen Brack is leaving the company after being named in Activision Blizzard lawsuit updated. That's a good picture of him. He usually does not look good in pictures. I mean, like,
how fitting for his exit.
He's like, I finally get a good picture. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Late July saw the details concerning a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard by State of Cut. We already know that culture updated. Game Informer has also confirmed that Jesse Meschuk, Activision Blizzard's head of global human resources, has also departed the company after being referenced in conjunction with the ongoing labor lawsuit.
So HR was involved in with. That's basically what I'm getting. For HR was like participating in all this bullshit too. Is that?
I think essentially they're saying, yeah, Keely liked it. Essentially, they're saying that. Well, I think it's that part of it.
Or
is
they just distancing themselves.
While when things happened, like if they were reported, they weren't handled. The lawsuit says that they weren't handled well, and that falls on HR. If
gotcha.
HR didn't like reprimand the person that did the bad thing, and instead like
just kind of gave them a slap on the wrist,
demoted someone or fired the other person. If they did things like that, then that would fall on HR. Yeah. So any kind of malpractice that they have determined is a thing that happened, then that's when it falls on HR, not just the individuals that committed the problems.
Yeah,
committed the what's the word? Damn it! Whatever. Sexual
harassment
conduct. There we go. Working and lurking. Only have 45 minutes left to the end of my shift. Nice. All right, let's see if we can get you through that. By the time your shift is over, we should have you in a better mood than this original article might. I don't know, unless anyone that didn't like J. Allen Brack or didn't think that he was well suited to be president of Blizzard, this isn't bad news to them.
Yeah.
Anyone else? I guess probably bummed out. I don't know, but he has seen a lot of. There's been a lot of problems while he's been in charge, so makes sense. O'Neill. Oh yeah, and World of Warcraft was specifically named, and during that period, that was his.
When did he come into being the president? Do you know his expansion for WoW?
Year did J. Allen Brack. I bet if we keep reading this article, we'll get the date that he started.
Probably.
But I'm looking it up anyway.
Apparently, wait. Oh, that's a different person.
2018 is when October 2018. So, what expansion would that be?
Probably Battle for Azeroth.
He probably worked on the one after that also. Because they start ahead of time.
Yeah.
Or he at least had, started.
I didn't think it was that. Like, I thought it was further back that he started.
No.
So let's say if it was during Warlords, it would make sense why Warlords was like so shitty.
Well, I think he was there for Warlords, right? Because Battle for Azeroth was afterward.
Yeah, Battle for Azeroth is after Warlords.
Oh, okay. HR grabbed Fossmore and cut some fat this week. There's some serious accusations. Yeah. End of BFA. Oh, okay. At the end of BFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why the head of HR of global HR is stepping down. Because this essentially, something this bad, like a lawsuit this big, in that accuses HR, like that's who it's going to fall on.
Yeah.
The person at the top. Warheim left. Well, yeah, obviously, but we were looking for a year. That's like, when did the day start? At 12 in the morning.
That's funny.
No, I mean, like, what time did you start your morning? Oh. All right, so let's keep looking. Both leaders are deeply committed to all our employees, to the work ahead to ensure Blizzard is the safest, most welcoming workplace possible for women and people of any gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or background, to upholding and reinforcing our values and to rebuilding trust. According to Breck, I am confident that Jen O'Neill and Mike Ibarra will provide the leadership Blizzard needs to realize its full potential and will accelerate the pace of change. I anticipate they will do so with passion and enthusiasm, and that they can be trusted to lead with the highest levels of integrity and commitment to the components of our culture that make Blizzard so special. So he's from internal, but he hasn't been there that long, I think. And then Jen O'Neill comes from that company they just absorbed or whatever. The one that makes remakes. Not included in his statement is an apology for his reported role in the allegations against the company, nor does it appear that he has taken any personal accountability for his passive role in allowing such reported behavior to continue. No, Blizzard's not dead now.
No. It'll take a lot to kill Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's just the rep is not exactly great right now.
Yeah, right. I feel like their name is being dragged through the mud, like on purpose.
Yeah.
And some of the things that have happened, after watching so many things happen in sequence, like some of that doesn't feel right,
Yeah.
Like, let's say this, the Blitzchung thing, like that could have easily been orchestrated to make Blizzard look bad.
True.
Because if you look at their rules, you go, oh, these are the rules? All right, well, what if someone does it in, like, Taiwan? Taiwan is, like, right now, currently, they are freaking nervous about China after watching what China's doing with Hong Kong. So, and they're like, we got our eye on you, Taiwan. You're part of China, just so you know. Taiwan's like, no, bitch. And so, like, that's the way I'm seeing it now, as things have unfolded. Because now people are always talking about how Blizzard kowtows to China when fucking Riot is 100% owned by China. China wants to own everything that is popular in their country, everything that comes into their country from outside that they don't make themselves. They want full control over it.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if China is trying to buy Blizzard. And Blizzard is too popular and too successful, and they wanted to try to start dinging at that because Blizzard doesn't need China money, and they're only owned by the ownership that China has of Blizzard is the absolute minimum necessary to operate in the country. But yes, I agreed. China. For Warcraft. What's it called? World of Warcraft has been... I don't think they've been doing very much development lately. It is one of many changes that need to happen in Activision. The CEO of the company, Bobby Kotick, released a statement just last week addressing the concerns but seemingly skating around the demands listed in a public letter of leadership. That letter was followed by a company-wide walkout that was supported by an open letter from Ubisoft employees that have been faced with similar instances noted within the California lawsuit. To learn more about the proceedings, that's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the news is that he's stepping down, but But
So
yeah,
what did I miss other than him stepping down?
we're probably gonna see a few more. Oh, dude, we talked about so many important things.
Yeah, sure you
No,
did.
I said that it looks to me like China might be part of a. Kai, you have a rushing take on international relations? No, bitch. Thank you. Essential first. Observing companies always that company's downfall.
Mm-hmm.
So a lose-lose situation. If they win lawsuit, Activision will lose money and face, or if they lose, they'll still lose money and face because of damages already done. Yeah, that's true. Even if they win the lawsuit and prove that they're certain things in the lawsuit are might be accurate and other things are not accurate, then like I don't actually know very much about legals, but you're absolutely right. As soon as people like the Blitzchung thing, as soon as that happened, like since then, people are always referencing back to that.
Yep,
that's always people's. It's their only reference. The fucking World of Warcraft movie made ass tons of money in China, and they like.
I liked the movie.
Want more of that. They're blowing their load to that fucking.
I haven't
movie.
watched it.
I liked it, and not just because, not like I didn't like the changes, the lore and stuff that they were messing around with, but seeing the world come to life on the big screen was what I enjoyed about it.
Yeah, it was really well done. So in the beginning, one of the things that annoyed me that was supposed to be like an in-joke for World of Warcraft players, but I was like, yeah, but that's annoying. Like even when you're playing World of Warcraft, So what?
I was gonna say no. I didn't want to interrupt you, but like I was gonna say, do you think World of Warcraft is like the best video game movie, or something else is better than World of Warcraft?
Oh no.
What's the best video game movie?
That's tough.
Because I've heard people like the World of Warcraft movie, or isn't it just called Warcraft or something?
Well, yeah, it's just Warcraft.
Okay,
but I would say Detective Pikachu is pretty dang good.
Oh yeah, true.
I haven't watched that.
It's so good.
Sonic
was
I like Sonic. I liked Sonic. I watched Sonic only because they listened to the fans, and they changed the way Sonic looked. And yeah, it was a decent movie overall. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, World of Warcraft was really, really good, though. It was well done. I kind of wanted another one.
Yeah, I did.
I was too. Like, okay.
The very first Mortal Kombat movie was really good. I liked it a lot as a fan. It's cheesy as fuck, but it got the whole Mortal Kombat thing right.
I actually liked the new movie, even though you didn't, Runner.
I like it.
I think in my review I even said like there are elements of it I liked, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, like spot on, like completely, like they got those characters right. But like the whole plot and the whole premise of what they were going for, just it was dumb. It was dumb as shit.
So I wanna hit up what Soul Assassin's saying here. We can come back to talk about Mortal Kombat because the new movie was pretty good. I liked it. I see what they're trying to do.
Was not.
Writing and story, and I want to see where it goes. So yeah, do you not have phones? So I want to point out something that most people forget when they're looking at BlizzCon. Most like conventions like that, people hire help. They hire employees to to put on the event and to do all the things. BlizzCon is all Blizzard employees. It is not randos that they hired to do the convention. So everyone with a blue shirt that's walking around helping you, directing you, assisting you with things, those are Blizzard employees catering to you, and they all donate. They all take time slots, and some of them have to go. Some of them do that and then go on stage to do a presentation. So everything is Blizzard employees. So if I were to get hired at Blizzard, I would have to work BlizzCon at some point. And if I get into a leadership role where I have to go on stage, I'd have to go on stage, not some professional that they hired to talk about things. And they get some training, but they're not. This isn't what they do. They just get training on like this is how you do and don't do and say things, But it's basic shit. when you get a question or something that you're not expecting, people react to, they do their best in the moment, but it's still, a nerd that makes video games trying to talk to a crowd of people. You're going to be nervous. And just for a little insight, back when Hearthstone was being made, back when Hearthstone was new, it was still in beta. They were still like building it up, but it was getting popular. I asked my Blizzard friends, I was like, hey dog, when's this shit coming to mobile? It's made for it. They're like, I know, dude, they're working on it. It's just we've never done anything on mobile before, so there's a learning curve. We're getting to it. And finally they did it. And they put it on mobile. And so they had like a breakout success with Hearthstone that they were not expecting on mobile. It's not like that was never anything that they did on purpose. It was demanded of them. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to see what else they can make on this platform. They've been exclusively PC pretty much, except for that N64 StarCraft game.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, I tried playing it. I was like, man, this is terrible. This is made for PC. TBC or Wrath Caliber expansion for WoW ever again? Blizzard should have pulled a Bungie. Ever seen the Burning Crusade or Wrath Caliber expansion for WoW ever again? Yeah, I think the level of investment that people had with the Lich King and stuff, that's what made WoW awesome when it first jumped in. And just you played Warcraft 3 and Frozen Throne and stuff, right?
I played Warcraft 3, and I think I did through Frozen Throne. Can't remember. It's been ages since I played, so I didn't play Warcraft 2. I don't think. Well, or no, I played 2. Never mind.
You played 2? I played a little bit of 2, but I played 3 and Frozen Throne a lot. And then, so when I started playing World of Warcraft, it was dope, walking around and seeing this world that you helped build.
Yeah, but I played Warcraft first, WoW first, and because I wanted to know more about the world, I went back and played Warcraft 2 and 3 and Frozen Throne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, those games were great.
So I wasn't a noob. So I wasn't a noob with the story, or at least the basics of the story.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing to do, actually. The WoW movie wasn't bad at all. Nobody saw it. It broke lore. They changed some stuff, but they've also done that in the games already. Even going from Warcraft 2 to Warcraft 3, they changed things because Warcraft was originally supposed to be Warhammer. It was supposed to be Warhammer. And they built it and they presented it to Warhammer. They're like, look what we made. Do you want this? And Warhammer said, go fuck yourself. And so...
I got a question. So in the WoW movie, when it comes to lore or whatever, did the lore suck? That's my question. Did the lore suck?
The changes and stuff no, it didn't. I don't think so, at least.
Okay, because here's the thing, the lore, breaking lore, it only becomes a problem, in my opinion, if it sucks. You can change things or whatever, but it doesn't have to suck. I don't mean to drag it into the new Mortal Kombat movie, but the stuff that they put in there, in my opinion, kind of sucked. You can change the lore within, because they even said we're making this our own thing kind of thing, that was what they said. That's what the producers, all that stuff said when they were making the movie, and I was okay with that. But what they did, in my opinion, sucked. Is kind of the thing. The lore that they went with was not that good, in my opinion. And so it just depends. No, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. My bad.
The one that you like. I thought the lore that they were going for didn't. I don't know. I didn't like the execution of it all.
Well, the thing is, what's it called? With the powers thing that they added, the way that works,
Hated that.
that very easily and quickly explains
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like
Yeah.
it explains their powers. It explains this advanced cybernetics that we don't have access to.
Mm-hmm.
it explains like all the things that don't fit and don't work, and they'd have to jump through hoops to explain.
Mm-hmm.
You just say no, it's a thing. It comes from a single source.
Yep.
So
I mean, I
liked that aspect of it.
I need to see this.
I wasn't just because I was like once Jax got his arms ripped off, I'm like they could have just put those. He could have just gotten like his arms like right away from the games. They're all like big and muscly. He didn't have to have like freaking skinny ass arms. And
well, because that's the most technology that they had. We don't have the tech to give him super muscled.
I get it, but like, yeah, but again, he's special fucking forces. Like they have all that
there's
shit.
Still some reality. Like it's got to be based in some kind of reality.
Yeah, but again,
and our tech doesn't. We don't actually have the tech that's in
the birthmarks thing is stupid. I think they should have done it more like Dragon Ball Z, where like it's an inner power that you can. Anyone could possibly be, unlock that power. It's just that it requires discipline and martial arts and emotions, all a bunch of shit. I don't know.
Maybe this is just me, but like you didn't have to do.
I want to hop back on topic because I don't want to go on about Mortal Kombat again.
Okay. All I have to say is you didn't have to do the tech.
Runner.
Oh,
damn
it!
Your impression of A Quiet Place.
Fuck
or
you.
Don't Breathe.
You know what? Fuck off. They shouldn't have done the tattoo shit in the first place. Okay, I'm done talking about Mortal Kombat.
Trying to read. You don't have guys. The You Don't Have Phones guy was the lead Diablo dev. Fans didn't want Diablo Mobile, and he has been working on Diablo for years. He should know above anyone else. Mm-hmm. You don't necessarily know what people are gonna like and want. Sometimes you're working on something, you're like, "Oh, this is going to be great," and then people are like,
"Me,"
which is what happened there.
Yeah,
apparently.
Did they ever do that mobile game? Did that ever come out?
When I was writing my book, I didn't know if people were gonna like it. I don't know if people are gonna stop reading halfway through. I don't know.
Or 10 pages in. Because I haven't gotten a chance to. I'm gonna take it with me and I'm gonna read it on the plane.
You lazy
good idea.
So,
Warcraft had Ragnar and an attractive orc woman. Yeah, I said it.
Angelos will probably get through another 10 pages during the whole trip, and he's just gonna forget about it.
Okay, that's the conversation. I guess kind of broke off there. All right, let's get back to things.
Mm-hmm.
Be on a huge tangent. What's this again? Oh, Blizzard will probably ship patch 9.2 and everything else later now, and that's for the better. So to me, I think it's very important to understand it. Oh, I think I realized when Jeff Hamilton posted this to Twitter, a lot of people wouldn't misunderstand it. I find Activision's corporate response wholly unacceptable. I don't stand by it. Okay.
So what's this about?
We don't have all the answers, etc. All right. So, but we talked about that last week, where it was not a formal response. It was the lawyer's response to the other lawyers, and so you can't incriminate yourself, by saying shit. But to me, I think it's very important to understand it. It's important to understand that not only has the recent lawsuit against Activision Blizzard torn the scales from a lot of people's eyes, torn the scales. You guys heard that before?
Mm-mm.
Torn the scales from a lot of people's eyes about toxic workplace culture. But it's done in a way that has led the company itself to inflict more trauma upon the very people who make their games for them.
That's an awesome statue.
25% to witness or be the targets of such misconduct. Oh, what? I didn't realize that happened at Ubisoft. That's why the letter came out. All heard about the continuing problems with Riot Games. Yeah, Riot forever has been having issues with sexual harassment, misconduct, discrimination, etc. Torn the scales. I haven't heard it. And Angelus played more seriously than I did or do. So
maybe
yeah,
it's a reference to freaking Deathwing fight. I don't know. Stupid. So you have to destroy the scales on that to like beat him. That fight sucks.
So is saying the whole industry needs to change, etc. My opinion that I can do nothing less than support the creators, makers, and testers who make these games. Testers. That shit always reminds me of fucking Grandma's Boy when it's like 50 testers. The makers? Okay. So anyway, let's move on to more pleasant news. I think. I don't remember what's next. Oh yeah. So the same government agency as Activision Blizzard has an ongoing lawsuit with Riot Games. Filed in 2018, alleges pay discrimination, sexual harassment, and retaliation by Riot. Retaliations, that's really bad. One of you guys want to read this one?
Yeah, I can read it. From the note, is that where we're starting?
No. There you go.
Riot Games is being sued by the state of California over allegations of gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and retaliation against female employees. On February 3rd, 2021, the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing and the Division of Labor Standards Enforcement posted a litigation notice regarding Riot Games. The notice states that Riot Games violated the law in multiple ways: gender discrimination in hiring, pay and promotion decisions, sexual harassment, and retaliation. The filing was spotted by a Reddit user on Tuesday in light of a recent DFEH suit against Activision Blizzard. It also notably states that women who signed arbitration agreements or other agreements cannot be excluded from the government's case. It is unlawful for your employer to retaliate against you for speaking to the government or otherwise participating or cooperating in a government proceeding. Legal action for gender discrimination was first taken by Riot employees in 2018. The employee class action suit, separate from the DFEH suit, alleged both systemic sexism, in which female employees were not permitted to advance in their careers, and specific instances of harmful behavior, including the use of demeaning language addressed towards women and male employees, sending unsolicited pictures of their genitals of their female colleagues. Jeez. The original complaints also cites that a former male employee was allowed to remain in a position of leadership despite regularly making sexual comments in the workplace and drugging that word. Another Riot Games employee. Jesus.
Holy shit, man. I knew I didn't know what the allegations all were or what the accusations were. Riot, I just knew it was like top to bottom, not good things.
The DFEH specifications that arbitration agreements cannot be excluded from government proceedings is significant because the suit filed by Riot employees in 2018 was made more complicated by the arbitration agreement in some of the women's employment contracts. This was enforced by a judge at Riot's request in January this year, despite the possibility that earlier willingness to settle would have negated that. Arbitration agreements and employment contracts require employees to waive their rights to litigation in favor of arbitration, a process where disputes are settled privately without the judgment of a court. The employee class action suit has been represented by Gene Harrison law firm since a change in representation last year. Harrison confirms that the suit against Riot Games is still ongoing despite the ruling regarding arbitration. The cases against Riot proceed. We continue litigating the class action against Riot and the PAGA claim against Riot. And now additional separate individual arbitrations on behalf of women who signed forced arbitration agreements. Multiple cogs are in motion, including more arbitration cases against Riot being prepared. The class action PAGA case remains in Los Angeles County Superior Court and in discovery, meaning dispositions are being taken and documents exchanged. A number of separate arbitration cases have already been filed, and those are proceeding in discovery. We will soon file additional arbitration cases. While the employee case continues, video game and IP lawyer Keeling Voyer doesn't believe it will be necessary for the DFEH case to go to court. Typically, the parties will settle out once the defendant has a better idea of the evidence being brought. Evidence being brought by the state and the strength of its case. The current negative press each case is generating is another reason why the companies will not want to go through a long public trial, given the ongoing damage to the brands and additional impact this could have on their hiring of new talent. Either way, Riot is now looking at multiple instances of legal action, both privately and at a state level. A representative for Riot said that the studio at this time does not have much to say about the state of things with the DFEH. The representative added, "The truth is that we see it as a legal matter dealing with the past, and our team outside of legal is much more focused on the future. We reached out to the DFEH for comment, and we'll update if we hear back." You're muted.
Forgot I'm muted. Yeah, Riot was first, man. This was a couple years ago
Wow.
now. Why would China be pissed? They're like, you're making money, right? All right. They don't care.
That's pretty crazy.
China. Mm-hmm. Tencent is the CCP's gaming division. All right, let's move on to some better news.
Mm-hmm.
New gigabyte SSD for PS5 is the most affordable way to expand storage. Really?
I'd be able to expand storage if I actually had the system.
Hey, dude, that little asshole from Toonami got a job working for PlayStation.
That's not Tom. It's Astrobot.
Good for you, Toonami guy.
That's not Tom.
That's one of them. Tom looked a bunch of different ways. He keeps changing the way he looks.
It's not one of them.
This is him.
Nope.
This is his PS5 look. He had to change it for the PS5 You know how it works.
No.
You see him. You'd be like, hey,
That's not it.
new look. He was marching through the show.
I actually got to meet Steve Blum, who voiced Tom from Toonami.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Steve Blum is great.
He also does the voice of Spike from Cowboy Bebop as well. He's He's the main character from Big O. He plays Wolverine.
Yes, he's a great Wolverine.
He does some Transformers stuff, but you name it, he's probably been in it because his voice is very recognizable.
He is, yeah. He's a good voice actor.
I didn't recognize his voice back then, but now that I remembered it, yeah, dude, that's nuts.
He's the announcer from Hutball too in Old Republic. Every time I play it, you'd play Hutball. It's like, dude, just shut up.
So, as Sony continues rolling out its first software beta for PS5 expanding storage by installing a new M2 SSD is now possible, albeit being rather expensive. However, Gigabyte is fixing that with what is now the cheapest PS5-ready SSD out there. Wow.
Nice. How do you even change the SSD?
Big O phrasing.
There's a tweet. there's a tweet that they show in this whole thing.
Totally getting the new Xbox.
I'm gonna get them both.
Thing is, Apollo, there were bad things happening. One dude was a straight up predator.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Alexi, the Middle Eastern guy that we were talking about last week. Like,
Apollo.
That guy was bad news. Some of these dudes were like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they were just doing bad things, like legit. So,
I just my thing with the whole like allegations thing. My only issue is them trying to spin it as this like white privilege thing, and it's like it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with people just being assholes. Like it's an asshole thing, not a race thing. So let's keep it like let's keep it
Mm-hmm.
yeah
like people in power sometimes become assholes,
mm-hmm.
and or if they are assholes and then they get power, now they have the power to like be assholes and get away with it.
Exactly.
And so that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with white privilege.
Yeah, exactly. It's so dumb.
Sorry, what were you guys saying?
And I feel like that like takes away from the actual issue that's happening by them trying to spin it like that.
Yeah, it does. Hold on, let me try to get through this article. Despite being a massive success in terms of sales, PS5 owners had to. Was it? Guys?
What was?
The PS5, was it a massive success in terms of sales?
Well, no, they need.
Assume.
I mean, it was. I mean, it's sold. I mean, it's sold out like fuck.
Oh, it's sold out, but they always have low supply in the beginning, so it always sells out.
No, they need
to out every time.
Like they need to freaking restock.
But this is like almost a year ahead of time, and we're still not getting it. And I was talking to the one GameStop guy, and he said we probably won't see any more like a decent supply till like November, like close to the holiday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is 2020 what slowed them down? You know.
It might have. I know the chips, like they were making them in house, so I think they might be, or they were getting from somewhere else, or they're in housing. I don't know, but I know they were kind of trying to get a different chipset. That way, it is more affordable to make, so they can make more of them, so they can get more out. But I don't know what the status of that is.
Huh. All right.
No, but there's a tweet like right there by Aorus. It's a really short clip of just them sticking the drive in the thing. That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that located though?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I'm like, where the hell is this located? I mean, I
is that by the disk drive?
Woo.
I mean, I think
retail 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte SSDs. Damn.
That's a lot for an SS. Or yeah, for
that is a shit ton.
Oh
my god.
I have an SSD in mine, and then I have just a regular. But I have a 3 terabyte SSD that I got for mine.
I forgot what SSD I have in my PC. I have a 2 terabyte for my.
The Gigabyte Aorus Gen 4 is fully compatible with the PlayStation 5 right out the box, clocking in a read speed of 5,500 megabytes per second, write speeds of 7,000 megabytes per second, and dual-sided aluminum heat sinks. Oh, cool. But the install process is just like the competition, contrary to what this 5-second clip could suggest. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Like, so you do have to like probably open something up or some shit because this.
Yeah, but doesn't that void the warranty?
PS5.
Yeah, it looks like the disk drive.
Yeah. So while Aorus's budget-minded SSDs read and write speeds do fall short of other brands, the crucial part to understand here is that 5,500 or 55 gigabytes per second. Oh, is that what that is? Why don't they just put that?
What?
Okay, or 55. Oh, okay. See, I'm sorry. 5.5. Is this supposed to be a point?
I think.
Okay. 5.5 gigabytes per second is exactly the same max speed that the PS5's default internal storage can achieve. So choosing gigabytes more affordable product won't lead to any meaningful loss in terms of performance. In any case, this clearly beats the Xbox Series X and Series S storage speed, which is roughly half as fast than what the PS5 can handle. Oh, wow. It was always given PS5 storage would start to run out quickly for players with vast libraries, but with the wave of PlayStation exclusives coming this year, Gigabyte might have just forced other manufacturers to come up with something just as good for the consumers. That's cool. Dang. Twice as fast as the Xbox? That's nuts.
That is cool.
I need to eat. Oh, I need to get busy. I need to eat. I'm hungry. That's where my brain went. Making outfits for the outfit community. Oh, rock and roll, man.
Yeah, he's killing it.
How you do that? Where are PS5s produced?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Japan. I'd say. Well, Sony is increasingly moving their operations out to the United States.
Okay.
So, but I'm pretty sure Japan. Chips are in short supply here. Probably China or Eastern Asia.
Mm-hmm.
China.
Japan no like China. They're gonna make it themselves. The good news is China doesn't allow woke crap. I, for one, welcome the new communist overlords.
That's terrible. That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing about them.
I was gonna say the one like big reason I want to get the PS5, not just like games and all that, but only because there's only like some games exclusively on PS5 that you can get, like Demon Souls is exclusively a PS5 thing that was released on launch. There was a few others that I can't think of, but like I want it just as one of the biggest reason is because it's a 4K player.
Oh yeah, it's an 4K Blu-ray player.
Yeah, because I'd rather get a console that, because I don't want to get an actual Blu-ray. I use my PS4 as a Blu-ray player to like watch movies and shit, and it also works as a DVD player, which is great. But no, like I want to watch some of my 4K stuff that I got from the PS5, and I gotta get I gotta get a 4K TV as well. But
I have a 4K TV. My problem is I don't have the PS4 Pro doesn't play the Ultra or the 4K.
Yeah, I know that sucks,
which is stupid.
It is, but
yeah.
So
I think doesn't one of the Xbox systems do?
The Series X might now.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. The Series X, I think. I mean, I don't even know which Xbox is which. They keep changing the fucking name to their systems. It's annoying as shit.
Awesome.
Ooh, that's 64
They're bad guys, cool. But the woke hijack the narrative. Both things can be true, and one tends to diminish the other. Yeah, that's the problem with this whole like woke bullshit. That it takes over legitimate, things that are happening. No, you need to shut the fuck up for a minute and let things get hashed out. Like, let this go through. Stop making it about yourself. This is about these people. And whenever people try to hijack that, they're just trying to make it about themselves.
Yep.
But yeah, former Elder Scrolls devs announce grand RPG, The Wayward Realms. Ted Peterson and Julian LeFay, leads on Tess Arena and Daggerfall, have finally revealed their new single-player RPG. Hey, Runner.
You read the article.
Oh, me? All right. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking something up. Damn it. Let me go full screen so I can look at it closely. All right. Back in 2019, we learned that.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, sorry. Go on. Sorry about
that. We learned that veteran developers Julian LeFay and Ted Peterson leads on the I can't talk. Elder Scrolls Arena and Daggerfall had found a new studio. Once Lost Games, never heard of them, At the time, they said they were working on a new RPG, though they didn't give out many details and haven't said much since. Today, that silence was broken. One Lost Games has announced the Wayward Realms, a single-player, open-world fantasy RPG. That's exciting news, especially if you've been impatiently tapping your foot waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 to arrive. I haven't played the Elder Scrolls games yet, but
You haven't?
no. For what I've heard, I feel like whatever sequel is coming out, I mean I've heard from some people. I think Angelus has even said it. Like there's not one coming out for a while. But
yeah, they're not like they're not like Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Don't worry, Runner. Show us how you got that high school diploma.
Fuck you. The Wayward Realms is set on a group of over 100 realistically scaled islands known collectively as the What the fuck is this word?
Archipelago. You've never heard of an archipelago?
Archipelago? No. That sounds like the name of a bird.
Poor Runner.
Archipelago. That sounds like a fucking bird name.
Anyway, go on.
Where scores of factions vie the influencer and power. Reads the announcement. Kingdoms strive to maintain their dominions. Upstart dominance. Whatever. Fuck. I can't. I'm not the greatest reader ever. Fuck off. Upstarts.
It's okay. You can do it. You just gotta practice.
To earn a place at the top, and fucking damn it, Runner play Skyrim. It comes with
it's so good.
It's been moddable since the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
Runner, you're not
on consoles.
And dynasties that set general plots into motion. Should the player earn a position of prominence and may change the course of history.
Prominence. So.
How did you graduate school?
You missed it. You missed Runner reading the word archipelago for the first time.
Archipelago?
Yeah. I've never heard of that word in my life.
I've never heard the word either, but I can at least pronounce it.
Fuck you. No, it's not that. I'm just like, what the fuck is this word? And it's like, it sounds, and then Kai's like archipelago. It's like, it sounds like a fucking bird name.
Did you hear him try to say dominance?
Yes. How do you say it? He's going to reach through the internet and kill us. I love you too, Runner.
Runner has never heard of the Arctic or the Philippines.
You can stick one of these up your ass, Angelus.
Roof Green, I wasn't saying that PS5 is awesome. I was just surprised at the difference in the write speeds.
Mm.
I mean, I've said this a few other times. I'm not a great reader. I'm not a great reader. More like a literate Runner.
I
know, right?
There we go. A literate runner takes. That's the new channel name.
I can't spell, so I run. Let's see this here. I didn't share audio when I did this because I didn't expect video. Try again.
Way to go.
I gotta bring it back. I don't know why they don't allow full screen when
you'd have to click on the YouTube link.
When it's linked, yeah, I'd have to click it, but that's the thing. It's the extra steps. Like, why?
Yeah.
Well, then again, I guess it makes you more likely you'll go to the link and hit like.
Yeah.
All right. Still annoying, but I get it. You just have like a little mouse over like button, click. Problem solved. That looks badass.
Interesting. Well, it's another planet because there's multiple moons.
Yeah. Well, it's a fantasy world. You can do whatever you want with it.
That's true.
Is that bird flying an archipelago?
At least that bird can say archipelago.
You know what? Shut the fuck up, Angelus. Didn't you say that you failed some classes at high school?
Yeah, civics
Fucking
and
hypocrite.
fucking strength and conditioning.
The fuck?
So since the words in this article are too big for Runner, I'm going to take over. The game world, the game world of the Wayward Realms is way bigger than most other games.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm not even mad at Kai. I'm fucking mad at Angela.
I'm just messing with you, dude. I love you. It's been too long.
I love you too, fat ass.
Big cities with hundreds of or thousands of NPCs, deep, dark, dangerous forests, gigantic mountain ranges, sprawling swamps and marshlands, vast oceans, and more, brought to life through dynamic procedural generation. Oh, that's a lot. Players won't be bound to a class in the Wayward Realms, but can create their own with customized skills and abilities to craft your own spells, potions, and enchantments. Sons of bitches.
That sounds awesome.
I'm working on that privately.
Better work faster.
I'm curious to see what they come up with, and the world in which, is to be more specific, I'm working on a system that allows people to craft their own spells, like Legos, you know. And the world, which is managed by a virtual game master, will treat you differently depending on who you choose to be and the actions you take. World events have very different effects in the life of socializing aristocrat, a thief entrenched in the underworld conspiracies, a scholar collecting ancient artifacts, or whatever role you craft for yourself. That's cool. Huh. To me, it sounds a bit like the Mount and Blade games, which also let players choose their backgrounds and have a huge map filled with NPCs that roam the world, fight for power, and act on their own agendas independently of what the player is doing. There are a lot of pretty big claims made in the announcement, particularly in regard to the sort of thing we've heard many games promise in the past, that choice and consequence are experienced on a scale never attempted before. Once Lost Games even calls the Wayward Realms a new class of game, the Grand RPG. Unfortunately, we're not sure how long we'll have to wait to find out how the game backs up those claims. The Wayward Realms release date hasn't been announced yet, or even hinted at. We'll let you know when we learn more. It does look pretty dope. What they're trying to do. You guys got any thoughts? Yo.
Archipelago. That's my thought.
Just did a video on China's grip on the video game industry. Y'all might want to EFAP his video someday, go over his points. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It is a good idea.
We'll write in the private chat so we remember.
Upper Echelon is cool.
I have to look him up because I've never seen him.
He was on Friday Night Tights once.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think they got him on because of the cyberpunk shit.
Okay.
Because of the launch and how much of a disaster it was. It was that big, and you know.
I do too, Roof Korean. It is so fucking stupid. They made a PS4 game, have DLC for it, but make it PS5 exclusive. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of that, I fucking hate how you can't play Death Proof on the PS4, only PS5 and PC. That fucking sucks, man. I was so excited for that game.
Death Proof? You mean Deathloop?
Deathloop, whatever. Death Proof.
That's
a
Angelus,
movie.
Look at the screen if you need a reminder on why he got the name wrong.
That's true.
Fuck you.
All right.
He's a little slow.
Oh, you're a fucking hypocrite for saying that.
I'm just gonna leave illiterate runner up for a while.
You are a motherfucking hypocrite. This one right here.
Illiterate runner, check it out. Try to read this word.
Fuck. That one. You got me.
Trypophobia.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I fucking messed that up. It's my fucking tongue.
Then just say it.
You got pretty close. You got fuck.
Yeah, trypothopia or whatever the fuck. It's just the way I say it is fucked.
Angelus, why don't you take this article?
Final Fantasy 14 icon changed after complaints from player with trypophobia. The Sage icon set off an uncommon aversion in some players. The Sage is one of the new jobs coming to Final Fantasy 14 as part of the Endwalker expansion. A healer class that fights with four-bladed floating blades called...
Did you just say Hitler?
Healer.
No.
I thought he said healer. Hitler. I thought he said fucking
don't say it again, runner. Shut your mouth.
A healer. Called Nolith? I don't even know how to say that. What do you... Nolith?
Now you know how I feel, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but this is a fantasy world, and it's a thing for
a
big word, not a real word.
A fantasy world too, you fuck.
Its icon represents these four weapons, and the MMO's designer probably weren't expecting it to receive as strong a reaction as it did. When we released new details for Sage and Reaper, which I'm looking forward to is Reaper, on the special site, we also included their icons. Producer and director Naoki Yoshida wrote in an update, not thinking that they were particularly big reveals. However, we soon received feedback from players all over the world who told us that the Sage icon made them uncomfortable or fearful. It's due to trypophobia and irrational aversion to clusters of small irregular holes. As all articles on the internet are obliged to mention, it's not a condition recognized by medical science. But if you ever seen a picture of a lotus pod or Suriname toads, the ones with those young the ones whose young hatched from a honeycomb of pockets embedded in their backs and felt your skin crawl, you understand the sensation. The theory is that it's related to our built-in fear of insect infestation and decaying flesh, and the photoshopped transposing patterns of holes into human skin sure make me wish I hadn't Googled them. But then I think the holes and crumpets make them look gross. Dude, I've Googled that stuff before. Oh, it is weird. It's super weird. Yeah. Anyway, the original design of the Sage icon inspired a thread on the Japanese Final Fantasy XIV forum that currently 24 pages long. Turns out that people have strong feelings about things that look like a cluster of holes. The design of the iPhone 11 Pro's 3-camera lenses had a similar effect. Huh,
did it really?
I didn't know that. Funny. The redesigned icon retains the concept of 4 levitating blades, but no longer emphasizes the holes in them. The design concept is unchanged, Yoshida wrote, with the icon being based on the 4 Noliths. I'm going to go with Noliths. Which form the Sage's armament. The holes in the original design were added for detail, but they ended up appearing as a cluster. To address the problem, the new icon reduces the holes while accentuating the design concept. Now comparisons will inevitably be made, and some of you may prefer the original, but we believe that designs like this are things that grow on you as you play the job. And ask for your understanding as we head into Endwalker. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker is scheduled to release on November 23rd. And I will be playing it on my channel and maybe on here. Maybe on this channel too. We'll see.
I was like 3 months away. Mm-hmm. Damn.
That's why I'm finishing up Shadowbringers.
All right. Oh, that's why.
That's why I'm like doing 10-hour streams.
That's why.
To finish finish this stinking expansion. It's really good though. I was like, there's like a couple parts where I'm like getting really teary-eyed, and when a story can move you to cry, and has ups and downs like that, it's good.
That's awesome. I gotta jump on that, man. Oh yeah, and our last article, Angelus, you brought this one to our attention.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this again without the audio.
Go
ahead.
Thousands of Final Fantasy XIV players create chaos in Asmongold stream. Final Fantasy XIV streamer Asmongold is greeted by thousands of players upon reaching the Heavensward expansion, which causes some technical issues. World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV Twitch streamer Asmongold had some serious problems with stream snipers in his first experience with Final Fantasy XIV. But things appear to have gone differently with the new expansion. Thousands of players turn out to greet him, making it difficult for him to enter the congested area. But repeated tries eventually allowed the streamer to get into the game. In a recent live stream, Asmongold was once again greeted by thousands of players when he logged in, this time to welcome him to the new Heavensward expansion. The last time this happened, a crowd of fans spamming moves prevented Asmongold from playing Final Fantasy XIV properly. But this time the crowd appeared to be escorting him to his destination instead. Dude, that's awesome. When the streamer finally made it through the door, he'd been stuck at. He found a parade. Oh, a door he had been stuck at. He found a parade of players waiting for him. Many had formed into two neat rows lining either side of the path that Asmongold was going to take, like palace guards escorting royalty. Others had climbed onto some of the Final Fantasy XIV's impressive mounts, particularly flying ones, which filled the in-game skies with feathered and leathery wings. Asmongold, I don't know what the video is. Does it show the
we can
spectacle?
See it.
Holy crap. That's a lot of people. And all mounts are flyable too in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made every single mount flyable. And you can do it in the old world now too. You used to not be able to do it in Realm Reborn's areas. Now you can do it everywhere.
Sweet.
So yeah. So anyway, Asmongold stated in the stream that the turnout was incredible and he'd never seen anything like this before, and then thanked the players for turning out to meet him. Then he began making his way through the crowd to try and proceed to Ishgard, which is the Heavensward starting area. However, the sheer number of players once again caused some trouble when he tried to leave the area. His eventual arrival in Ishgard was greeted by another smaller crowd of players that followed him around for a while. As of writing, it doesn't appear that they caused enough trouble to be banned as stream snipers. Asmongold's decision to make Final Fantasy XIV his main title instead of World of Warcraft has likely had something to do with the Final Fantasy XIV recent spike in popularity. Regardless, it's clear that his presence in Heavensward is being celebrated by a sizable portion of the Final Fantasy XIV player base. So many players gather at him that the game began playing crowd noises to convey the sheer scale of celebration. The video has been generally well received by fans, many of whom congratulated Asmongold on finishing a Realm Reborn and reaching Heavensward. Some users also noted that Asmongold appeared to be much happier when streaming Final Fantasy XIV than he does when streaming World of Warcraft. Is that it?
In the article, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Heavensward is really good. Like, really good.
Heaven's Ward.
Yeah,
Is that,
that expansion is really good. Basically, the game basically forces you to go through the story to progress to the next expansion.
One's bigger than the other, Christy.
It is.
Yeah.
Isn't it always that case though?
Not always. I mean, it's always like a little bit, you know. But
yeah, the more boobs, the better.
I'm free. Rock and roll, Jack. You're off work, man. That's great.
That's how I feel when I get off work.
But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you cry tears of blood?
I do.
You're supposed to say no. I'm a vampire. I don't fucking cry.
No,
this vampire has a soul.
Hey, the only way to prove that you cry blood is if you pull a Kevin Smith and take a selfie and post it on Twitter. It's the only way you got to do it.
All right, y'all. Well, if we don't have anything else,
we don't.
Hey, no. Matt G, what up?
Yeah, Heaven's Word is legit. Yep.
How many expansions have there been for Final Fantasy so far?
Heaven's Word. 4 or 5.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to jump on that game at some point.
Here, I'll
nice to hear that the story's
we can watch incredible. The trailer for Heaven's Word if you want.
Nah, that's all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the game anyway. I don't need the trailers.
Okay.
But yeah. Anything else you guys want to say before we go? Yes, that's happening next week. Next Thursday, most of us will be in Vegas.
I'm not. I can't go, sadly. I wanted to go. These two tried to convince me, and I wanted to go, but I cannot, sadly. If they're doing something like this next year, I hope I can go. What's up, Brightest Day?
What up, Brett? Yeah.
I forgot. I pulled that.
Those have a crazy good free trial.
I was
30
on
days. It's a month.
Are you going to Vegas? Jeff?
Yeah,
or were you the one earlier saying that you're gonna watch
from Vegas, I think.
He said he's going to Vegas before that.
Oh, cool.
Runner's too
rock and roll.
Runner's too young to go to Vegas. I can do some things in Vegas, not everything.
I think you have to be 21 and older anyway to get into Fandom Bar anyway.
Yeah, I know that. I can do other things though. Is my point.
You could bring a grand with you and go to the Bunny Ranch. That's
7 hours away.
It's something he can do. That's me.
I did my due diligence and research.
Correct, Christy.
A free trial. The free trial isn't a month. It's the core G Fame and first. Yeah, it's the core game and first expansion. Unlimited
I didn't know that. I thought it was you got a first 30-day trial.
Huh.
They must have changed it then.
Thanks, Keely, for hanging out. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's nuts, man. That's a lot. If that's really what they're giving you.
The Heavens Word or the Realm Reborn expansion is pretty long too.
Yeah. God, that's terrible.
I told you I did my due diligence and did some research. I'm going to Vegas. I gotta freaking see what are the things that there are to do. No pun intended.
I've heard good things about the Bunny Ranch. Heard good things.
Angelus did research, something no one probably would ever think of.
So, hey. Maybe trip 2. I'll take a trip to the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize how quickly it was like immediate, but that's like 7 hours away.
Yeah, and like everything like that. Remember the Cat House show that they used to have on like HBO or something? Circus still exists, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Going on the teacup ride.
I've stayed there.
Are there other rides than the fucking teacup ride?
I love the teacups. And then you spin whoever's with you. You make sure you spin it as fast as you can to make him try to throw up.
Yeah, that's why I said you got to take a G with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go on the fucking teacup ride with you, Angelus.
Dude,
I would not trust you.
Where I work, I make plenty of money that I can afford that.
I'm not gonna go on a fucking teacup ride with Angelus. That wouldn't end well.
The bird race.
Yeah, you'd be throwing up on him, and then.
Yeah, he'd throw up all over me. That's the problem.
I'm good with being dizzy.
Oh, you're not good with being dizzy?
I am good with being dizzy. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, Runner's the one that's going to be throwing up. All right.
Maybe.
We're going to wrap it up, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Christy, great to see you. Got to have you on the show sometime. Whoever's going to just be safe, you never know. Whoever's going, just be safe. Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I won't go, so thank God.
I can't wait.
It's a shame you're not going to be there, Christy. Love to see you.
Yeah, dude. It'd be so cool to hang out with Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Christy, we should go.
We're just going to, me and Kai are just going to do a food tour of Vegas.
That sounds like fun.
Damn it! I would love to do that with you guys.
That all you can eat sushi place. We're doing it. That's happening. $26 for an hour and a half of all you can eat sushi.
Would you say $6?
$26.
Oh, $26 for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Dude,
Look at Jack's comment. Bringing booze and condoms.
Condoms are a good idea. Yes.
That is a good. That is a good idea.
You live in Texas.
Why not? You're gonna be inside most of the time, up all night, not like out during the day when it's hot as fuck. No one does that. That's why Vegas is a 24-hour city.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you drink plenty of water.
Unless you're a runner, and it never happened.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That was great because whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless you're runners, it never happened.
That's fucking
Hell yeah, Jack! I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. What the shit, Christy?
Oh yeah, you do live in Texas.
Too.
Again, like I said, drink plenty of water.
Yeah, exactly.
And make sure it's ice cold water.
The other day, my friend and I went to a sushi place, and they had two deals. One was order 3 rolls, get 1 free, or order 5 rolls, get 2 free. And we were like,
order 5 rolls and get 2 free.
5. Yeah, exactly.
You can just split the cost between you. You have like fucking
But it was so much. We packed up 2 of the rolls.
Hey man, that's leftovers.
Yeah, that was dope. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I was eating the leftovers on This Week in BS with Justin.
Oh, nice.
What are you eating? Like sushi. But yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get married.
And then Tony Tonedeaf from ETEP, he lives in Vegas, so he's gonna meet up with me. And he wants to take me to Heart Attack Grill, where they have these huge giant burgers.
Nice.
They have butter or stick of butter milkshakes where they use a stick of butter to make the milkshake. They have syringe Jello shots, and then they have wine that they give you in an IV bag that you can drink out of the IV bag.
I'm not a fitness expert.
No.
It's just common sense.
Dude.
Drink fucking water.
Hit me up when you go there.
Oh, I will.
Please. Oh yeah,
we're in the same hotel, Kai. We're gonna be probably hanging out most of the weekend.
Leave me behind,
I'm not.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Looking forward to that Vegas stream. Shit, I'm looking forward to Vegas. I haven't been like on any kind of a vacation-ish thing. Pretty much.
Have fun.
I don't know. Years.
It's been a long time for me too.
All right, y'all.
I've never been
Catch
to
you
Vegas
later.
ever.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. And we'll see you next week. We're going to be we had a meeting earlier before the show, so we're planning on some new content for the channel.
Yeah.
And y'all are going to see that stuff very soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and have a great... Soon as I find...
highlight Soul Assassin's comment. Hangover Gaming Lounge Edition. That would be amazing. No, you guys would be... who would be
One Man Wolf Pack? I'm definitely Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely are. I got the Bradley Cooper.
I was just gonna say that, or Bradley. Oh yeah, he would be Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his name in the movie?
I don't remember.
I forgot. I need to rewatch it.
Why do you think you'd be Bradley Cooper, Runner? You think
I'm talking about my hair. I'm talking about my hair. Yeah, I'm talking about the hair. Like I got the hair.
Like one of Bradley Cooper's students said he can't wait to get away from. That's why he's going to Vegas.
No, Kai is more than likely gonna be the guy who gets the fucking tattoo on his eye, the Mike Tyson from the movie.
Yeah, no, I don't want no face tattoos, man.
Technically,
look at this.
We'd probably be the one finding culture.
Bruce Korean's comment about Final Fantasy says to check out the 3-part non-clip documentary about FF14. 1.1 was a disaster, and then they basically rebooted the game and made 2.0, which is A Realm Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Assassin says...
And then 3.0 is Heaven's Word, and so on and so forth.
Cool.
Soul Assassin says I'd be the one left on the roof. I'd probably fucking die. Dude, I would get burnt. I would get burnt. I would get burned to hell.
It's time to leave, and we're like, where's Runner at?
I'm just stuck on the roof, and I'm like burning to hell. Ah!
All right, guys. I found the clip, so we're getting out of here. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you in Vegas.